President Trump highlighted a strong economy, the world's most powerful military, and what he calls an inclusive society in his State of the Union address seen earlier here on Fox 17. He also discussed job growth.
Since my election, we have created 7 million new jobs, 5 million more than government experts projected during the previous administration. The average unemployment rate under my administration is lower than any administration in the history of our country.
Tonight we're joined by Republican campaign strategist Rick Williams, chair of the Davidson County Democratic Black Caucus, Jasper Hendricks, to break down the president's speech. Men, thank you for being with me. Rick, since the president's of your party, I'll give you the first bite at the apple. What did you make of the speech? It seems like a lot of chest thumping, that things are going well.
He should be pounding on his chest. Things are going well in this country. Things are in the right direction as far as I'm concerned. I'm excited in 2 nights in a row, I got to listen to 2 great speeches, the State of the State by Governor Lee and the State of the Union by President Trump. Both were inclusive. Both are reaching out to all segments of society, trying to be more inclusive. Both of them are involved in criminal justice reform, which is needed. I love the serviceman, the Tuskegee Airman, with his grandson being on there. So I thought it was a great speech. I'm excited about his clearance tomorrow in the impeachment scandal. Hopefully they'll go away after tomorrow, after the vote, and he can get on with his reelection.
Busy week. Jasper, it's hard to argue that the economy isn't going well. What problems did you have with the message tonight?
Oh, no, he was absolutely right. The economy is going well, but it's something that he inherited from the previous administration. He talks about the African-American unemployment being the lowest that it has ever been. He's absolutely correct about that. But under President Obama, African-American unemployment went from 17% to 6.8%. And so he inherited a decline that was already in place. But our deficit has increased under him. $205 million more than last year, is over $1 trillion currently. So there are some things that he is, one, he's taking credit for things that he inherited, but he's also creating his own problems. He's also creating more things. Our Tennessee farmers, bankruptcies are up 29%. Under his arguments with China has caused Tennessee soybean farmers to lose 60% of their products being shipped overseas to China. In that new NAFTA agreement, it calls for auto insurers, and that's, it's a great thing. 62% of the autos that are made by these automobile makers have to be made in the United States, but it also calls for a $16 minimum wage for those factory workers, which is something that is optimistic, because for those of us who are working to increase the minimum wage for all people who are working here in our country, maybe it's a good sign that there are some people within the Republican Party that is in favor of minimum wage being at a certain level or higher than what it is now.
Hey, we're going to have to leave it here. Please join us. We'll be talking local and state politics together on Sunday morning on Nashville in Focus.